to the Big Gay Kitchen at-home edition for AIDS LifeCycle. I am the co-captain of Food Services. I've been there for 4 years, and I'm super excited to kick off this evening for Mac and Cheese Night. You might wonder what the most consumed on AIDS LifeCycle is. I'm gonna guess that it's oatmeal, which I believe is served about 2 tons worth over the course of the week. However, the star culinary experience, mac and cheese. It's the only meal that we serve, or only side dish I should say, that we serve twice during the week. One on barbecue night and one on the Saturday night. One thing that may also surprise you is that a lot of the food that's made for you is cooked in the moment right before you guys. So I know this because 2 years ago, we ran out of cheese for mac and cheese very close to the end of the service. We could not make more, we actually ran out. And I really know this because the next morning there was no cheese to put on eggs. And there were a lot of sad riders at 6 o'clock in the morning. And while we all can't be together, and this may not be an excuse for you to have second, third, or fourth dinner, we do want to make Mac and Cheese Night something special. So we've got a great evening plan for you, including a very special guest. And this is someone who showed me that green corn tamales and tomatillo salsa are in fact food of the gods. Susan Feniger is the chef and co-owner of Socolo and Border Grill, as well as the co-chair for the Los Angeles LBGT Center. We've got a couple other rockin' guest stars who are going to help round out our special meal tonight, and I hope you find it a lot of fun, because I sure do. Thanks so much for joining us, and let's kick off Mac and Cheese Night at home.
Hey everybody, hi, I'm Susan Feniger. I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. I know it's a very different year this year for AIDS LifeCycle. Everybody's home, not out there riding, and it's an amazing thing that you all do. Everyone says that your favorite dish on the ride is macaroni and cheese with truffle oil. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of a spin on that. I'm going to do a macaroni and cheese with chipotle, the little Mexican twist that we do at Border Grill. But I'm so honored to be here. You guys do such great work and raise so much money for the center. I'm just blown away by it. So let me just show you how simple this recipe is, okay? And we're starting here with just little elbow pasta. But of course, if you don't have that, you can use any pasta. But a little elbow-shaped pasta. I like the little tiny ones. Heavy cream, half and half, manchego,
oh my God,
and jack. And then we've got a little bit of chipotle chili instead of truffle oil. Chipotle's a smoked jalapeno. We're gonna use some egg, cilantro from our garden that Liz has been growing. Good job, Liz.
Why, thank you.
And then just breadcrumbs and cotija cheese. And if you don't have cotija, what do you use, Liz?
I use cottage.
Parmesan.
Okay.
So this is gonna go with the breadcrumbs on top of the macaroni and cheese. Okay, so this is macaroni and cheese, and it's for you all when you do AIDS LifeCycle Virtual this year. I want you to cook this at home with me. See you in a second, and we'll start cooking. All right, I've got my oven. I wanna turn it up to around 400 degrees, all right? So I'm preheating it, so I did that. Add salt into there.
Oh my God.
What? Plenty
I'm
of
trying
salt.
to give people a heart attack. Salt.
I want to make sure the water tastes a little bit salty, so there.
Oh, geez.
So now I take my pasta, gonna drop my pasta in there. Okay, that's gonna come back to a boil and then simmer it until it's done. In the meantime then, I'm gonna start my cream sauce. So I'm taking my half and half, pour that in. My heavy cream, pour that in. This is a nice lightness.
What kind of flame is this?
Low, I don't want it too hot. I want it to, it's gonna come up to a boil. I've got a whip in there, but just gonna let it get warm before I add the cheese. And then I have my chopped chipotle, the smoked jalapeno pepper. You don't have to have this, but I like it in there. All right. So now now what happens is the chipotle, all the flavor's gonna come out in the cream, and then we're gonna add the cheese to it. But in the meantime, while our pasta's cooking and this is getting warm, I'm gonna pass this off to Anthony. Anthony is one of the AIDS LifeCycle riders. I don't know how he does it. He's gonna do the My 5-4-5 challenge. That means he's drinking an ounce of wine for every mile. Oh my God, Anthony, how are you gonna do that? I can't believe it. So let's see what wine he thinks we should pair with our mac and cheese. Anthony, Take it away.
Hi, I'm Anthony Laverdie, and I'm from Lompoc, California. If you were in the ride last year, you might remember my buddy Dudley here as we greeted you into town. Here at Hangar 7, I met Team Food Bar last year, and they recruited me to be part of AIDS LifeCycle. I've done a lot of training rides from Lompoc to Solvang, and it's been a great place to ride. It's also a great place to take rest stops at all the wineries we have here. We love it here! So for my 545 challenge, I decided to drink 500 to 45 ounces of wine. And I did this goal for a couple reasons. One, I'm not really into solo riding right now, and we can't be in groups. Two, I've lived here for 2 years, and I've only been to 25 of the 130 plus wineries in the area. So I feel like I need to get to know my area a little bit better. I've learned a lot about wine in this challenge, and I've learned when it comes to food pairing, the lighter wines go with the lighter food, the bolder wines go with the bolder food, and the sweet wines go with the sweet food. And I found the perfect wine for mac and cheese, and I know we're learning how to create a wonderful dish right now. And right now, this winery, Babcock, is here in Lompoc, and they have a top cream Chardonnay. It is buttery, it is light, it is creamy. It will go well with the mac and cheese. It will bring out and enhance all the flavors for both the wine and the cheese. It will elevate your experience. And I say, let's pour a glass and let's pair this with our mac and cheese. And here's to 2020 AIDS LifeCycle. Thank you for hanging out with me in Lompoc. I hope to see you on the road. Ride safe. Cheers.
Welcome back. I hope you guys haven't been drinking too much. Anthony, be careful. All right, so our cream sauce with our chipotle is warm. I'm going to add in this little bit of cheese, right?
Teeny tiny little bit.
Ready, and our pasta's still cooking, so I'm adding that in.
Wow.
So, you know, it's macaroni and cheese. Like we said, it's macaroni and cheese. It's just a little bit of...
Had I known what macaroni and cheese was made from,
Yeah, what?
I would never have eaten it as a child.
So, I just have to say, the center really is amazing. I have been on the board now for 14 years. I'm one of the co-chairs this year, which is just such an honor. And the work that's been done throughout this last 2 months during COVID would just blow you away too. And you probably all know some of it, but we've stayed open. Everybody has stayed on the payroll, still working. Many people working from home. Some of the first responders are there still working at the center. And we're feeding seniors, we're feeding youth that are living at the center. People are coming in for meals, probably close to 600 meals still from our culinary kitchen, which, if you don't know, we started our culinary kitchen this last summer, which is unbelievable. It's our culinary program, 12-week program to teach seniors and youth, to give them an opportunity to go out and get jobs at restaurants like mine. And we just launched Pride Pantry, which is in Pride Hall, where we got 500 boxes of food, produce mixed boxes with products in there for people to come and get a box of food throughout the week. So 500 boxes a week. That's pretty amazing for feeding and helping to feed people who are hungry and have no place to go get and no money to get it. And you are the ones that help to make that happen. Year after year, your ride and raising money for the center keeps us going. Important services, important programs. So back to the chipotle sauce, all right? Look at that. So that cheese is almost melted. I don't have it on too high a heat, low heat. And I think my pasta is almost done. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit more, but in the meantime, I wanna take you to Team Hot Wheels.
Obviously, you never played with little cars when you were a child, like I did.
Team Hot Wheels are a number of riders who are gonna share with us their favorite food memories from AIDS LifeCycle over the years. Last year, the year before, and they're gonna talk to you about what are their favorite food memories. I hope it's macaroni and cheese is one of them. All right, we'll be back to finish up soon.
Hey everyone, this is Yaniv. I'm one of the Hot Wheels captains.
Hi everybody, it's Brian from Hot Wheels. I have eaten my way through the ride 4 years, so it's very fun.
Hi everyone, my name is Enrique. I am a second-year rider. Last year was my first year, and I fell in love with all the food that you eat on the ride.
And I'm Mark with Hot Wheels, a 6-year rider. And this year I'm out of state because I live in Florida. But was really looking forward to getting out there and having a lot of that food this year.
So it's a long, fun week, and we do eat a lot. So why don't you guys talk about your favorite food experience you had on the ride?
Enrique, what's your favorite?
I think the cinnamon roll was one of my favorites because I remember that day I got, I think, 3 flats. And yeah, and Ricky texted us like, hey, they're about to close or they're about to clear the area in like 15, 20 minutes. Do you guys want a cinnamon roll? And so I said yes, because everyone talks about it. And I got there and I ate it up in like 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
Literally, they're like, the caboose is coming and you guys need to leave. So I had a cinnamon roll in like 2 minutes and it was really good and I didn't regret it.
Because they're like warm. That's the thing about the cinnamon rolls is that they're so fresh and like warm and melty that you can like consume it in 3 seconds before you even realize what you did.
Exactly.
Which is always a good sign.
So my favorite foods on the ride, in no particular order, is the mac and cheese.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites. Of
Absolutely.
course. I do enjoy the snow cones at rest stop 4 that one day.
That's day 4.
I love those.
Yeah.
Those
Oh my
snow
God. Day 4 is the best.
But I love those snow cones there and the Otter Pops during the Otter Pop stop.
Well, my favorite day is day 4 for the same reason. It's like after the LA is like the first 20 miles, and then you have another 60 miles to go. And then basically once you hit the coast, it's like every 10 miles you stop by for like something sweet to eat, and it's amazing. It's like, you know, like the best coffee. You stop by for brown butter cookies. And then there's the cinnamon roll, of course. I want to stop by for that. And then Rest Stop 4 has the snow cones. And then, of course, when you get to camp, you always have the chocolate milk. And at night, they serve the mac and cheese, which is probably the only time I eat mac and cheese during the year.
Is that the day they serve it? They only serve mac and cheese one night?
I think so, yeah, Wednesday.
One year they did it twice. I remember they did it twice, and everybody in the camp was freaking out.
I mean,
I
I've
can't
never had the mac and cheese.
What do you
That's
mean?
what I was saying. I was like, I don't remember.
I'm sure it's good. I know people like flip out over it, but I've just never had it. I mean,
It's literally like really big penne pasta and like 100 cheeses in it.
Huh.
It makes this fat kid smile, so I'm very happy.
It makes every kid smile.
True.
Well, you know, for me, it's second dinner every day. Second dinner. Like, I feel like the second dinner is the meal that like never gets the attention that it should any other year, except during AIDS life cycle. And the key to second dinner is to fill up an entire plate, eat it, digest and walk around, and then you go back and get an entire second full dinner to eat.
Wait, did you like go set your tent up, shower, then eat dinner, then chill, then go second dinner?
Yeah, like you kind of like walk around, do other things. You have to like give yourself some time to digest the first dinner.
I don't have time for that.
One long dinner. You need it to be a completely separate meal. That's the key. That's what makes it like so good.
I just get seconds.
The ice cream stop in Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah,
oh
that's
my God.
my favorite too.
That was one of my highlights. It was just nice seeing literally the entire community coming around. It's like in the park, and there's tons of ice cream, tons of desserts.
Even though you kind of have to be mindful of the amount of ice cream you're doing, because like 20 miles later, you're on the beach, Rest Stop 4, and you're about to like take off your shirt and start dancing. So
No, you can never eat too much ice cream. I mean, I guess this is like the thing that's coming up is that I think like excess is like totally the way to go.
How many scoops of ice cream have you already had?
So far I've had 5. I have not tried salted caramel, which is what Winnie's got.
If I go there, I will eat every kind of ice cream that they have because you never get scooped ice cream and there's never somebody just like handing it to you. So
Yeah.
you should get as much of it as you like physically can as quickly as possible.
And it's like all the ice cream in the world. It's such an amazing experience.
Can we please talk about the egg lady?
Yeah.
It's the only time I eat hard-boiled eggs out of plastic bags, but they're so good. I get so excited the second I see her. I love it every time.
It's usually rest stop too, right?
Yeah, it's rest stop too. And they're served with love.
Yes.
Seriously. A roadie serving food is so good.
Yeah,
They're amazing. From that 4 a.m. serving breakfast to second dinner and everything in between. Roadies are amazing. So
yeah, the smiles with the food is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about ALC and dining is because dining is a big part of what makes the community because it brings everybody together.
Yes, because we're on a bike all the time as well. You barely interact with people because you kind of have to be single file and all that stuff. So it's we're very safe. And so you can't really interact until you're getting to a water stop.
It really is a big part of how the community is created during those 7 days is over meals when you think about it.
I say, since we're not doing the ride this year, we should just pig out every 2 or 3 hours at our house.
Oh my God.
An alarm.
We just keep eating something. So
I keep eating anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
There's no
makes me
there's no
miss you
reason
guys.
this year.
I know.
Oh my God, I
Miss
miss
you,
you guys
Mark.
so much.
No, sad.
I
But
know.
all for good reasons, but it's sad.
Well,
Stay safe, eat a lot, and I guess I'll
Order
see you soon.
food.
Yeah.
and
overeat
eat mac and
during-
cheese.
Yes, eat mac and cheese.
Or ice cream.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Well,
doing
good to
this.
see you.
I
Bye,
forget how to-
guys.
Hey, we're back, you guys. So my pasta's done. I'm gonna strain it right here. Be careful, strain it.
Wow. That's very dramatic.
Very dramatic, Liz. And if you taste it, Liz, you'll see how perfect amount of salt.
If I
Perfect.
did taste it, I'm sure I would say that.
All right, now our cheese melted. Now this is sort of a chef trick. I've got 2 yolks. I'm going to add a 3rd yolk. Okay.
That's a yolk, son.
Sorry, you guys. 25 years we've been together.
Ugh. Feels like 10 minutes underwater.
Then I'm going to take it between my fingers
Just
like
like
this.
a little baby. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna just have my yolks here, right? My 3 yolks. Then, what I'm doing is taking my hot cheese sauce, right? And I'm slowly adding it into my egg yolks. Slowly, so they don't scramble, but they sort of emulsify. Help to emulsify the sauce a little bit more.
That's not very slow.
Okay, so now we've got this here, our sauce with our egg yolks. It goes into our pasta,
Look at that.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna go mix. Look, oh my gosh, look how delicious that looks, doesn't it? Now I have a buttered Pyrex dish, but you can put it in anything. Okay, there, I'm gonna take, I wanna make sure, now I could pour it in, but I do wanna just make sure I don't have too much sauce in there, but I don't think I do. So I'm just gonna add it all in then, see? Wow. Now this would give you guys a lot of energy on the ride. Oh my God. So much energy.
Right before you have to take a nap.
Yeah. Now I've got my cotija, which is like a Parmesan, and my breadcrumbs. I'm gonna mix that together.
Yum.
And that's gonna go over the whole top of this. Okay. I like to make sure there's plenty all over. But I like to make sure there's plenty of breadcrumbs because that's gonna go then in the oven, 400 degrees, and 375, 400.
For how long?
Until it gets golden brown, because everything's cooked. Now we're just getting this top golden brown. All right, so now, while I'm putting this in the oven and while it's gonna bake for a little bit, I'm gonna send you off to Selena Estides. Got that?
S what?
Selena Estides. Excuse me, Liz. She is gonna make the most amazing cake for you guys to have that's gonna go really well with our mac and cheese. So when we come back, we're gonna have the mac and cheese all golden brown, and you guys are gonna be looking at the dessert that Selena Estides is gonna show you. Go on, Selena, have fun with them.
Hi, I'm Selena Cities, and this is my kitchen. Welcome! Now, I was asked to create a little something for your children at home, so join me on a virtual journey as I create the most magnificent, the most delectable, the most drag-tastic cyclist coney cake you have ever seen in your entire life. That is right, as I use my mama's super secret spicy recipe and some of my little own ingredients, if you know what I mean, that is sure to rejuvenate those quarantine taste buds. Come on! Now, the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven at 759.8 degrees Fahrenheit Celsius, okay? Okay, so the first thing you need for any good cake is some flour. So I picked these as I was cycling on my morning training ride this morning. Some beautiful, delectable little flowers. That's right, you plug them on in there. Sometimes you can use a little stem. You squeeze the juices out of it. One of my mama's little tricks that she taught me when I was a young little torta was to use your fist to crunch up the flour. Now it's time for some eggs. You know I love white huevos, so I'm gonna use them and I'm gonna crack them. Yes, baby, that's right. You crack them. Ooh, it can get a little messy sometimes, if you know what I mean. That's why you gotta handle with caution. Now you gotta take your whiskey and you gotta whisk it is. Whisk it is, whisk it is. All right, the next ingredient is to add a little pinch of sugar. Now, due to the fact that I have eaten all of my quarantine snacks, all I had left in my cupboard were these almonds. You know, the most healthiest snack. So I'm gonna just pop in a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we all know coney is orange, so to get the proper food coloring for this cake, we're gonna need an orange. Now you wanna just grind some dirt into the cake. It's okay, it is healthy dirt. It's gonna help with the immune system so we don't catch Miss Corona. Just for extra measure, we're gonna put a little bit of hand sanitizer in there. Okay, so before you pour it into the baking pan, we need to coat the pan so that it's easy to take out after it's done. For this, I have good old faithful Miss Lysol. Right, and then you wanna carefully put it right into the bowl. Oh my God. Oh, you guys don't even understand what you're missing right now. It smells so delectable and delicious. Oh. It is already preheated and it's time to pop this baby in the oven.
A few minutes later.
Oh my God, did I put too much flour in it? Oh, oh. It's alive! It's alive! Oh my God, if it isn't Mr. Coney himself! Hi, Mr. Coney! Oh, I miss you! I haven't seen you since the last ride! Oh, well, do you want to see me do the final reveal of your coney cake that I made? Let's do it! Now that we have Mr. Coney here with me, I can reveal to you the final product. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, and it smells delectable. No cake would be complete without some what? Icing! That's right. So, now we're gonna ice our cake. I picked up some rice pudding from the local 7-Eleven. Now it's time to enjoy our coney cake. Here, Mr. Coney, have a taste. Nailed it. Bye! Bye for now. Say bye, Coney. Bye!
All right, everybody, we're back. All right, look,
Wow.
you guys.
It's bubbling.
So that took about, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes. That's it.
Wow.
Look at how gorgeous. I've got my first ounce, well, maybe that's 2 ounces, thanks, Anthony, of wine. So it's been so wonderful hanging out with you. And I just want to thank you all for the incredible amount of money that you are raising this year with AIDS LifeCycle Virtual, just to be able to raise this money for all the services that we're doing, not only during COVID, but for the whole year. Next year, we're gonna have a blast, even raise more money. So thank you for all the work that you're doing to keep all of our services going.
Put that in your mouth already.
All right.
Is it good?
That is really good.
Looks good.
Thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy. Most important for everyone is to stay safe. Bye-bye.